The 1st of April was my first day back home after spending my semester holiday in Rome, and it was so cute. The cats were so cozy. And I made a carrot cake with like those peaches on top, and then I also had almond flour in the cake batter. And after a few hours, the cats were still so engulfed, so cuddly, so cute. And with Easter coming up, I wanted to look at a few different gift wrapping options, but I didn't end up buying any at Aldi. I still had similar things at home. It was just a good source of inspiration. I went out with my best friend today. I got the Caesar salad pinza, which was perfect. On the next day, I said goodbye to the cats, who are still very much sleepy. Belle likes to hide under the blanket when it's too light outside. And then my mom drove me to the train station to get back to my apartment. And honestly, it was pretty full on my train ride to my first layover. Okay, wait, I hope it is actually called layover. Nonetheless, I bought this floral notebook, like the light blue one. Hi everyone, I just got back to my apartment and I'm airing it out right now. And oh my god, on the tram to my apartment here, I was so amazed because I missed this city so much and I don't think I even realized it until being here again. I'm so happy to start uni again tomorrow. So for now I'm just going to do a really quick grocery shop, which I'm gonna show you. It's mainly just to make my lunch for tomorrow's first uni day because it's going to be a long one. This is what we're working with. I brought strawberries, mushrooms, an onion, and a little bit of garlic from home. This was still in my fridge, but this is the cake that I made, of course. And then I bought some lentils, and then this is ground turkey. I always like having a snack before I start cooking, just to, really take your time. So I'm just having this piece of carrot cake. I'm probably going to have another after dinner, but it's just to get me going. Done meal prepping now, so those are like 3 boxes of strawberries that I cut up for the next few days. Then we've got 3 portions of the mushroom turkey, and I made lentil hummus, which is 1 jar and a half, though I'm gonna eat most of that today. And now I'm just prepping the chia pudding. And those are also the leftovers. So this is my dinner for today. So some radishes, my lentil hummus, the mushroom and turkey stir fry, another piece of carrot cake, and peppermint tea. That's just my really quick breakfast. Yogurt, chia pudding, oats, and strawberries. I just finished making my dinner, and this is some Rapunzel salad, then another salad that I made. Which for this salad I used an apple, green peas, and then also some radishes. And this is my lentil hummus. And for the dressing I used dill, chives, as well as mustard and creme fraiche. And this was the inspo pic, so that's what I like eating. So that's the lentil hummus, cucumber, some Rapunzel salad, and then my turkey mushroom stir fry. I love that now that it's truly spring, there's so many flowers in the stores all around. And then I spent the day by the beach. I made a very quick poppy seed pudding, which is like a heaped tablespoon of flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, some vanilla extract, and then soy milk, and I would say about like 4 to 5 tablespoons of poppy seeds. And I put that on the stove and let it boil for about 1 to 2 minutes. And now I'm gonna make the waffle dough. I don't know what it is, but I am such a failure when it comes to making waffles. So most of them look like this instead of a perfect waffle like this one. I think this was the second to last waffle that I made. So this is my lunch, which is the last of my lentil hummus, then some croutons, then this salad I made fresh, which it's orange fillets, it's yellow beets, then also carrots and an apple thinly sliced. Then my radish salad from a few days ago, which is also the last of it. And yeah, I'm enjoying it with a glass of water. Like, it has the colors of the sun and it's very spring-ish. I believe we sometimes overcomplicate cleaning up a kitchen a bit too much because it truly just takes like 10 minutes or so. Cake was in the oven for like 30 minutes, 29, 30 minutes, something like that. 50? This cake tin is about 50 years old. It's from my grandma, and because she has so many of these, she didn't need this one, so I got it. Okay, let's see. It's still very hot. Just let it set for a bit. This actually looks a lot nicer than what I was expecting. I like this a lot because like the blueberries sunk to the bottom a bit, so this is more vanilla-ish and then this is more blueberry heavy. Oh my god, look at this. That's perfect. Yeah. And it's still super warm, so here's the cake fork. As I've come to find out, not everyone has cake forks. The blueberries are perfectly tart and they make the cake a little bit fresher and it's still like very fluffy. So I like this. This is my breakfast for today, and it perfectly illustrates something that I like to do a lot, which is if you're craving something like a piece of cake for breakfast, you just add all the other stuff that's better for your body into it, which is some protein and probiotics from the yogurt, as well as antioxidants from the blueberries, and healthy fats from the walnuts. And yeah, a little bit of sugar and carbs in general to kick off your day. And honestly, the only thing on today's to-do list is to review a bit of material from last semester because I want to have it like fresh in my mind before I start some new modules next week. Keep reviewing things every week or so. It prevents your memory from going hazy, and at some point things do end up in your long-term memory and you won't have to repeat them again. Talk about things, and if you don't understand something, ask. Go to a tutorial, go to, other students that get it, and if no one can help you, and even, Google and YouTube can give you a proper answer, go to your professor. They're humans. Their whole job is to teach you, so you might as well ask and get your education's worth whilst I'm doing this because, it's not intense work. I'm listening to Fernanda Ramirez podcast. I like it quite a lot. It's very nice. It's very motivating. It gets me going in the morning, just as well as the Hot Girl Energy podcast from Kaylee Stewart, I think is her name. So those two I would highly recommend if you need a bit of extra motivation and energy. I got some chives at the grocery store the other day, and the plant was actually so crowded in the pot that I decided to portion it out into 4 glasses or 4 jars, whatever you want to call it. And by the time I'm making this audio, I've actually repotted them again because they're growing so much, and it's so nice to finally have fresh herbs in my garden, or in my like windowsill garden again, because I can use them whenever I make herb butter or as a topping for salads or anything in general. It's so nice. I highly recommend getting yourself just a few kitchen herbs, and it's going to make your cooking game a lot better. If you haven't really done any gardening or repotting of plants before, I highly recommend, as you can see me do in the video, using a piece of carton or paper or something of the sort underneath your planting pot because it gets so messy. So to make my windowsill and my kitchen overall a little bit prettier, we're going to decorate it. And I don't just want the chives alone standing there. I got this plate in Paris last year, which has strawberries and grapes on it, but because I got it on a flea market and it only says Italy on the back, I don't know whether the coating is food friendly or not, because especially with thread on plates, and this looks a bit dated. Those paints can contain lead, which you really wouldn't want in your food, but if you're using it as decor, it's not that bad. And to tie in the color from the strawberry, I'm going to use this red and white thread from IKEA, I think. So that's what we're doing. Since I wanted the jars to look kind of cute and not just like regular jars, I used the thread and tied it multiple times around and fiddled around with the bow tie until it looked and sat in a nice manner. So those are red lentils, cashews, some sweet paprika powder, and a little bit of salt and bay leaf. And I'm just going to let that simmer for like about 7 to 10 minutes to adding a clove of garlic. You could smell this. This smells so good. I take out the bay leaf. That's not edible. So this is my lunch. Some salad that I made yesterday, then the fresh lentil hummus, a slice of cheese, some Rapunzel salad. These are the leftovers from the lentil hummus, which I'm gonna use throughout the week. And this is the chia pudding that I just started. Okay, so it's my peppermint tea, then the blueberry cake, and this is toast with Rapunzel salad, cheese, and my lentil hummus. And then I saw this really beautiful pastel pink blossoming tree on a walk. So I'm having another piece of cake, then the other side of my toast, then the salad I made 2 days ago, as well as some more lentil hummus. And then I just needed a caffeinated cocoa to get through the rest of the uni day. This is the salad I just made. It's edamame beans, an apple, a few blueberries, then also like some of the fresh Rapunzel salad, mozzarella, and wait, what else did I put in here? Oh, an avocado as well. Avocado, and then my usual dressing. On the next day, some friends of mine came over for dinner and we made fresh pasta, which was so much fun. And then I also made a carrot cake, this time though with tangerines instead of with peaches. And I think I like this one even better. I forgot to film this in the evening, but this is the texture of the carrot cake. And then for lunch, I had my salad and I got some chicken nuggets at the Mensa.